What about now? That was my bad. Should be able to hear now. I had my mic on mute. Muted it yesterday while I was gaming with the boys because I needed to talk with the wife, and apparently I've never unmuted it. Thank you for letting me know. Also, how are you? We got some big gems too, so we're doing good. Yeah. Sorry about that. That was probably a little loud. Wanted to move it so that you can hear my keyboard if I click. I think you might be able to hear it very faintly now, but yeah, we're ready to go. My favorite UIM. Thank you, Jemmy. That means a lot. I don't think I have. Yeah, no cat times. Check. Cadentine seeds go in the looting bag, apparently. What's on the agenda today? So, I kind of stuck myself in a hard situation, right? Because Ultimate Iron Man things. Oh, I'm also carrying way too much weight. I'm carrying 6 kilos now? What put me up a kilo? I really don't know what put me up a kilo. That put me from 5 to 6, right? Yeah. Okay, what do I do here? Actually, I know what I can do. I can throw one of the 4-pound weights from my weight vest into the backpack. Got a little weight. But yeah, as far as what's on the agenda today, I kind of stuck myself in a hard situation because I started doing some pickpocketing yesterday, and now I have all these seeds in my inventory. And I don't want to just drop them because these are some good seeds. Like 6 Renar seeds, I'm planting those. So I'm gonna start off. I should probably start off with an herb run. What am I doing? Treadmill's not started. Okay. So I should probably start off with an herb run, sorry. But I kind of just want to keep pickpocketing until we're done with, until we get the poison ivy seed. No, I'm gonna do clue scrolls, clean up the inventory a little bit, and then we'll go do, probably put the irrits in there. Then we'll go do herb runs and stuff. But yeah, I'm not exactly happy that I decided to pickpocket seeds yesterday. I think it was a mistake. Still hunting for strawberries too. Yeah, we didn't get those last night before we logged off. So we need 3 strawberry seeds for the, hopefully 6, but at least 3 for the farming contract. That'll be the best, like that'll be a backup plan for the poison ivy if we don't get it from pickpocketing. So, little unfortunate, but yeah, I don't think it was the best idea to do that, but Hosidius, I can just teleport house. I think there's actually a fairy ring there, isn't there? Yeah, I should have gone there. Whoops. I've never really used that fairy ring, so I always just have my house here. But so I forget about it until after I teleport. But need to put my anti-static bracelet on. Forgot about that, and I just got shocked. Okay, we're good. But yeah, we got some. Hopefully, we'll get a good stack of herb lore XP built up from these seeds. Renard, like 6 Renards is nothing to scoff at. So, that's nice. That's lots of prayer potions. For like an hour of pickpocketing, best place in Zaya. I think it's probably one of the better places in RuneScape, right? I could vibe in Hosidius for sure. I think maybe one of these days we'll sit down and rank all of the towns in RuneScape by their livability. So that would be some funny stuff to do. Going to Canopus. Canopus is definitely bottom of the bucket. But not the bottom. It's probably like D tier. I wouldn't put it in F, but it's probably D tier. Port Phasmatis is probably in F tier. West Arty. Ooh, yeah, West Arty is that's a fat F tier. Where else? Back at it again. Yeah, we are, RM. I wouldn't even want my mother-in-law to live in Canopus. It's that bad. Yeah, Canopus is... Let's see. Anywhere in more... Darkmire. That's F minus tier, F plus tier. I don't know which one. This one's probably the worst place to live. Right? Darkmire. West Arty's also up there. But I think West Arty is slightly above Darkmire. Sophenheim's probably, and Menephos are probably down there. Darkmire F tier for sure. Yeah. Anywhere in Mauritania really is like bottom of the tier list. Prif is probably like a B tier, right? It's a nice place, but man, then you have to deal with elves. Gloria inside the Fortis Coliseum. We should just like do the tier list. Whoa, what's up? I thought this was an elf-friendly stream. Oh, my bad, my bad. Yeah, we're elf-friendly. I think RuneScape elves are different, right? Like, we help, because the elves are in RuneScape, the ones that are left at the end of the Song of the Elves quest are the good ones. I'm an Argonian in Elder Scrolls, so I'm not a fan of elves either. But yeah, Elder Scrolls elves. Ooh, I hate those guys. But this is RuneScape elves, so I guess Prif is probably A tier. I can remove these tiles. That was for Star. I'll just leave one. Oh, live stream ended. Wait, hold up. I need to reconnect it. Okay, reconnecting. I'd marry an elf from Gielinor. Yeah, they're probably not bad at all. Okay, and then let me refresh the chat. I didn't look into this yesterday because you listen to Spanish music? Oh yeah, this is Gorillaz, but yeah, it's Bad Bunny and Gorillaz. Tragedy, Brimhaven. Going back to Artie. There we go. Right? I think I think we're good on the YouTube now. But yeah, I don't mind me some reggaeton or cumbia on the occasion. But yeah, right now we just have the album Cracker Island by the Gorillaz going. It's a vibe for sure, and I think this is the only song on here that has Spanish, but I did forget that one has Spanish in it. Grupo Frontera. I've heard them. One second. Grupo Frontera. I think I've heard these guys. You want to pick a song by them? Coqueta by them is a banger. Okay, we're tossing that on. Ooh. Catherby. Jimmy, you still hanging around? Did it end? Stream didn't end, right? Ooh, this is a jam for sure. Oh, I don't have the stash unit here. I need a maple longbow, green d'hide chaps, and an iron med helm. I will be back for this. Let's open... Yo, we got one mithril kite shield trimmed. Need to high alch that before I move. Okay. Unfortunately, we can't really use that. So. Or store it, I mean. Okay. I need... Maple longbow, can I just buy that in Varrock? I think I can. Yeah, I can. We'll just buy one in Varrock. We need to go there for green d'hide chaps anyway, and the iron mid helm. Because of baseball, a lot of teammates were Mexican and had banger walk-up songs. That's sick. What would be my... Let me think about it, but I'll think about what my walk-up song would be if I had to pick a song with Spanish in it. Because I have a playlist of just like a jumble of like Spanish songs that is kind of unsorted right now, which is why I haven't listened to it on stream. I've been slowly going through my Spotify and resorting everything. But where is it? Unsorted. There we go. I don't know. I'll pop the playlist on after we're done here. We can listen to some of them. Stash unit. I forgot about the stash unit. I should probably build that. Also, see, I'm at exactly 9 kilos. So this is gonna be unfortunate. Maybe I just ditch this clue scroll for now. I guess I could... We're gonna do this. I'm gonna buy a med helm. Teleport to the house. Drop it there. Yippee! What's up, Icy? So we'll go house. We'll drop this stuff so I'm not overweight. I'll swap my rogue's outfit for graceful, and then we'll come back. Okay, I'm queuing up my Spanish music now. Okay, I should be able to... Oh, I need to put my cape in. Now I can take stuff out. And now we're good on weight. Cool. Easy money. Now we need to go back to Varrock. No, we go to Lumbridge for an axe first. But I can take off this weight. Sweet. Because I need... Oh, I should have grabbed a hammer saw while we were at the house. Hammer saw. We'll go right after this. Axe. And then house. I think I have tools in the house. Oh, I have to go all the way around because of how I arranged my house. I need to fix that so bad. Isn't there a way to do that? Just in... I think you have to be in build mode. Gotta stay hydrated as well, gamers. I won't be on tomorrow, unfortunately. Oops, not what I meant to do. I'm gonna have to think of how to do this. I don't think I need a spade, so I can go deposit that. But I'm running low on inventory spots. So maybe I drop some runes. Varrock is fire runes. So I want to keep at least the fire and air. But we're running low on inventory spots. I should have gone on the farm run first. I think it would have cleared out a couple spaces. Okay. We were talking about the tier list for places to live. Drainer is like A tier, right? No. No. I don't care. Ban. I think Drainer Village is like gotta be A tier. Lumbridge is probably pretty A tier too. Falador, that A tier? I think pretty much anywhere in Mistlan's A tier. They kind of got it good in Mistlan. Lumbee is not A. Oh, goblins, that's right. They're lowering the property value. I forgot about the goblins. How could I be so silly? Shrug and Yawn in Catherby. Catherby, I just need air runes to teleport to. So we're going to drop earth runes. Yeah, you're right. Lumbee goblins lower your property value by a ton. So Drainer is above Lumbee for sure. Does Wizard Tower count? Remington. It's probably like B tier just because the name carries it so hard. Edgeville's probably B tier for the same reason. I wouldn't want to live near that close to the Wildy. Plus it's got Evil Dave there, and that guy's sketchy. Corsair Cove Vacation House. That's it right there, right? The Corsair Cove Vacation House. Is that our S tier? Ape Atoll. What's Ape Atoll? That's a solid C tier, right? Maybe D tier there. I don't know. It's hard because I don't know how many places we'll end up with. Lots of places in Corrend are probably solid Bs. Right? I can't think of a bad place in Corrend. Not really. Same with Varlamore. It's not really a terrible spot in Varlamore. Probably A tier in the one place, the big city. I need what's the name of the city? Civitas? That's probably an A tier city, right? They got the Colosseum. Yeah. It's at least A tier. I think an S tier is probably worth it. They look like they're doing pretty good. The bazaar is bopping. Their parks are sick. They got all those cute dogs, and they're not like the Varrock dogs with fleas and stuff. They're like clean dogs. They do have the orphans who break into your house if you're rich and steal your stuff. So, I do think that is worth considering. Literally peak Aztec. True. Oh, I need to wear it when I'm talking to him. He gave me a clue. Okay, now I can build the stash unit. I think it is probably higher than Varrock, but if you're a rich citizen, people are going to be stealing from you. Remember that. Beat made me think it was a song from Skate 2. Yeah. It's by 6 Voltios. 6 Voltios. The number 6. 6 Voltios. Where are we going now? Barbarian in the exam center? Kill a barbarian in Barbarian Village. The exam center is near the dig site, right? Search Dragon's Head in the exam center. Okay, so Varrock it is. I should have planted seeds while we were there. Okay, we're gonna go get earth runes and then teleport, and then go kill a barbarian. I'm gonna pull up a list of cities on the second monitor. Is there a wiki page for that? Locations. Okay, locations. We can go through alphabetically. Okay, we got the runes. Let's go back and kill a barbarian. Okay, we'll start off in Asgarnia. Berthorpe. Berthorpe got the games room. Kind of kicking. Where's Borthorpe? Borthorpe has the Thieves Guild though, so you also might be. There's a lot of people stealing stuff around there. Or maybe not that they're stealing stuff, but they're fencing stuff there. That means cheap prices, right? So that's kind of. I think Berthorpe's probably like B- tier. I'll assemble a. We should do a video on that, like just a stream for that sometime, just for fun. I'll assemble some pictures and we can toss them on a tier list. Let's see. Yeah, Berthorpe has the Games Room, Death Plateau, the Rogue's Den, and the Warriors Guild. Ooh, cheap food. Cheap good food. Falador, Entrana. Entrana's a D tier, right? I think that's a D tier city right there. Sure, it's peaceful, but like, what is there to do around there? Falador got the Dwarven Mine, Motherlode Mine, Falador Park. If you're someone who enjoys gardening, probably not want to live there, because that mole will be taken over. I'm lazy. I'm teleporting back to Varrock. But Falador, I think, is like a solid A tier. Goblin Village. D tier, right? Just gotta be. Melzar's Maze, that doesn't really count. Port Sarim. I have a hard time deciding with Port Sarim, because on one hand, pretty nice place, but on the other hand, it's a port city. So, and the port isn't like super nice, right? It's got rats and loiterers and seagulls. People are splashing there all the time. So you look out your window and you just see hordes of loitering splashers. Probably not the best place to live, but definitely not bad. I think that's like a C+ tier city. That might be wrong, but Remington. Ain't nothing going on in Remington. Except you got Walter White over there, the chemist. So like a C minus. Okay, Fremnik. I have a feeling these are all going to be pretty bad. Except Miscellanea, that place bops. You have Yatis So and Nay 'Tis Not. I think both of those are pretty low tier. They are constantly fighting each other and the trolls. Pretty low tier. Not gonna lie. Plus, what is it? Nay 'Tis Not. No, Yatis So. Yatis So has taxes on everything. During the quest to get the helm of Nay 'Tis Not, you go around and collect taxes like crazy. There's like a window tax that you collect for, and it's like 1,000 gold per window. The king just does whatever he wants there. Gnome Stronghold. Going to Gnome Stronghold. Yeah, I think Yatis So is above Nate is not, but... And then Relaka, they're kind of racist there. They don't like outsiders very much. You kind of have to do a whole lot to be able to be accepted by them. So, probably also, like, high D tier. Great core end. These are all going to be bopping. Probably not like Varlamore bopping. Maybe. A couple of them probably are. Arceus. I don't remember what their deal is. Are they all like dead people? Lumbridge S tier. Ring of Returning Area S tier. Wait, Ring of Returning Area? Where's Ring of Returning? What is Ring of Returning? Current respawn point. I did not know this item existed. Not gonna lie. Okay. Opal and jade jewelry are weird. Yeah. But also there's a emerald necklace. And I didn't know what the enchanted version of an emerald necklace did until today. I can't remember what it does now, so binding. Yeah, the freaking this song bops, by the way. The one that lets you create combination runes. Banana Plantation in Karamja. So we'll go back to Artie. Walk through Remington. Sorry, Brimhaven. Brimhaven. I'm zoning out. Okay. Sorry, 1 second. I'm trying to figure out. I was hoping that when I fixed the chat yesterday, I was hoping that that fix would work again. Now that I had learned how the fix worked, it looks like it didn't. I'm still not getting messages through on YouTube. I have YouTube chat pulled up, but it's nice to have all of my chats in one spot instead of two. So I would like that. So it looks like that's what I'll be doing tonight after stream. Which is unfortunate. I would much rather do something else. But I want to have chat work. Okay. Yeah, I'll look into that afterwards. Unfortunate, but it's not working, so. Who is Luthus? Is he the guy you turn the bananas into? Looks like he is. Okay. Clue casket? Oh, manacles. Oh, wait. Manacles are actually pretty sick. $500,000. Yo. Melee strength of +4? Hold up. How much do they weigh? 3. Look at that, though. We got them dogs out. Manacles. Man, I want to keep those. And I think there's a way I can kind of do that. Yo, we got the dogs out. We got the dogs. Woo. So I'm gonna show you a little ultimate Iron Man trick. We are gonna go to our dome. We're gonna store these spiked manacles. And I can't store them in house yet. So we are gonna use a little item storage that I found out about. How you doing tonight, Chompy? We just finished up our medium clue scrolls. Took us only like 40 minutes of stream, but we did it. Not really feeling like running again tonight, which is probably bad. I'm Gucci flip-flop. Taking a break from OSRS tonight. Yeah, no worries, dude. That's the amazing thing. I don't know if you were here when we were talking about WoW tonight. I can't remember who I was talking with WoW. Like, when I take a break from WoW, I feel like I'm missing out on stuff. Going hard as crap on leagues. Let's go. Going hard on leagues. Where am I going? Avium. Savannah. Dude, I play leagues for a little bit, and then I'm like, dude, leagues is so fun. Leagues is great. And then I'm like, why am I not just grinding away on main game, though? I have things I want to do on main game. And then I go back to main game, and I don't get back on leagues. But I should hop on leagues again, though, before it ends, because it's going to. I have friends that have just progressed slower than I have, like a lot. They're both parents with more kids than me, and well, one of them has more kids than me, but they're busy, and I went pretty hard early on. So yeah, love it. Getting to play old content that I haven't done in years because I've out-leveled it, and content that I've never done before, like top. Yeah, Leagues is great for that. It just like, it's a very temporary sprint down memory lane, in a good way. Thrilla, let's go. What's up? How are you? We just finished some. Wait, I think it's in that building over there. We just finished some clue trolls. We got some spiked manacles so we can get our dogs out. And I can't store these in-house yet because I don't have the construction level for the oak or medium. Medium? No, we're not done with Guardians, but I like kind of need to take a break from it because we've got all these seeds in my inventory. So I did some stars last night. Wait, what? Where is this place? Where am I thinking of? 1 second. Oh, I'm in the wrong spot. I'm in the wrong spot. But yeah, anyway, I took a break from Guardians of the Rift because I ran a lot on Monday, and then on Tuesday, I wasn't on Monday. I wasn't able to get on. Tuesday did a lot of Guardians, ran like 8 miles. Yesterday, only ran 2, and then decided I would take a break by doing pickpocketing. I think that was a mistake, because now I have a full inventory of seeds that I don't want to drop, and I know I didn't spend a lot of time pickpocketing, but I want to use these, because I feel like it's kind of wasted time if I don't. So today we're gonna see about getting rid of the seeds. Do some more pickpocketing and get rid of the seeds. I want to, now that we have the seeds in my inventory, I just want to use them. We might just lock in for the herb lore grind now, even though I don't have the Ardone hard diary, because it really wasn't that bad. I have a 90% pickpocket rate, so... Okay, this is where we're going. This is an Ultimate Iron Man, not just an Iron Man. Insane. Yeah, no banks. So, kinda can't bank stand, can't do a lot of stuff at banks, which makes it really, really awful. Yeah, there's some crazy stuff I have to do. I can't just bank the manacles. I've got 1 bank slot, kind of, and I'm going to show it to you right now. This is some crazy off-the-wall Ultimate Iron Man tech. Actually, not super off-the-wall, but, like, pretty new, relatively new, and kind of cheeky. Okay, so if I climb up this ladder all the way, there's this strange nest. Can UIM do some looting bag trick? Yeah. So if I take a look at my looting bag right now, we're stacked. Getting prayer pots and food to grind boss. Yeah, we're sitting at 64 Renars and 6 Renar seeds. I'm just gonna stack up a ton. I can pickpocket master farmers for Renar seeds, and I could use moonlight moths, because those are infinite and renewable. I can just go catch moonlight moths. But yeah, so for this nest, you can put stuff in it. Oh, I can't put manacles in it. Oh, I haven't actually tried to use this. But what you can do is you can like put stuff in the nest, and then you can search it and take it out. Yeah. I'll do it tomorrow. Our water heater went out, so gonna have to call about that. But yeah, you can like store stuff in this. If it's not, you can stash certain items. Clue scroll items typically, how much does this high out for? I can store in only 50. Does anyone want half a mil? That has a main, I guess. I'll keep it in my inventory for now, but I am just gonna drop it. Okay, let's go to Fally. We're gonna go get okay, Thrilla, we're gonna be in Falador near the mining guild on world 444. I'll drop them for you. I'll pass it on to some noobs. If you keep it, I don't even care. Like, if you want to pass it on, great. You can pass it on, or what is it? Take it or double it and pass it on to the next person. Sick. But yeah, I really, like, you can do whatever you want with it. There was someone, this guy, right here. I was talking with him the other day. He walked by while I was doing a star. And he's like, what are you doing? I'm like, oh, these are shooting stars. And he was on a members world. He's like, how do I get the pet that you have? I was like, are you new to members? He's like, yeah. And I was like, oh, add me. If you have questions, just shoot me a question. So he added me on Discord and in game. And I've been thinking that maybe we give him a bond with, because he's like grinding away for bond money. He can't pay for a membership, so he's grinding away for bond money. Insane. But I've been thinking with some stream money, maybe we get him a bond. Some of the money that people have gotten me. I can pass it on. Pass on the love. Share the love. Okay, I got 3 more bags I can buy. Cool. Okay, now I'm taking the runes. Picking those back up. Cool. Now we'll just hang out here until Thrilla gets here. Then we'll go to the farm, plant our seeds. Can plant watermelons. That gets rid of 1 inventory spot. And then we'll work on the Aventos. I'm not sure if I want to keep Terramins, honestly. Maybe I just drop those. Doug Dimmadam. That's a funny username. Going Broke 2. Electric Boogaloo. Going Broke 2? What's that necklace he has on, though? Yo, Thrilla, what's up? Look at that setup, though. We got the Rancor, the Fang, the Bad Nose. Oh, we running, dude. Do I have the run emote? I don't think I do, and it's tragic. I don't have it, right? Here's some sweets, too. Okay, we're gonna go. Running emotes gotta be on the list. Yeah, I don't know where. I don't know how I don't have that yet. Yeah, jog is not on. I don't have it. That's tragic. Let's go plant some. I'll go plant here because I'm close by. And then we're gonna go to Fally, store these in the looting bag. I will need to pull the gems out of the looting bag at the end of the night because tomorrow while I'm AFKing, I'm going to be cutting gems the whole time. I worked from home yesterday. Also, I just saw that you said thanks, and no worries, Thrilla. Glad someone could enjoy the manacles. We have them in the clog. We probably would never use them. But shame that they're not ranger boots. But now that I don't know what we would have done with ranger boots. Put them in the looting bag? I think we would have put them in the looting bag. I guess we could have put manacles in the looting bag, but it just kind of feels bad. I don't need them, and I'm not going to use them, so. Oh, we have watermelon here already. What's planted here? Need a seed dibber. Hello? There we go. But yeah, I don't think I would have used, so. Yeah, tragic, but they needed to go. Gonna need extra space here. I'm gonna dig these until I can fill up the compost, and then we will, leave the rest. Because this will make super compost for us. Which is really nice because I don't have to keep compost potions if I do it this way. Because that's just 1 extra inventory space that I don't want to haul around. $20.67 scape? That's funny. It's Cody. No, we're short. That's fine. That just actually frees up another inventory spot, but tragic that we didn't get the bin full. It's fine though. Okay, now we can plant some snake grass too, though. Snake grass gonna be nice. I'm gonna keep the seed dipper, actually. Yo, this guy got that fashionscape going. Toad flax. Oh, interesting. Okay, now we can go stick stuff in our looting bag. Do I have Avento in the looting bag? Noted Avento. Yeah, I do. Cool. King Lath is fit, for sure. For sure, for sure. Okay, we're gonna go to... last man standing. Just teleport straight there and deposit safely into the looting bag. I think I have Catentine seeds in the looting bag. I can just stick those in there. I might just drop the Terramin seeds. Those are easy enough to get. So. Okay. What else goes in the looting bag? What seeds do I have in here? Just Catentines. Okay, so Catentines are going in. Now we're going to go to Artie, I guess? Camelot. Let's go to Camelot. Sorry, got to remember to stay hydrated. So earlier we were talking about tier lists of places to live in Gielinor. And I think Catherby is probably pretty high on the tier list. Because we're within sight of Camelot, so you know you're safe. It's also a port city like Port Sarim. But it's not dirty like Port Sarim. Because Port Sarim got all those rats and people splashing, lowering the property value. So, cool new spots in Varlamore. Like to live? Absolutely. We were talking about Varlamore, and Varlamore's probably like topping all the places in Varlamore are probably really high on the tier list. Civitas, the main city, is especially high on that list. I think that's probably the city to live in. I can't think of a better spot off the top of my head, but that might be incorrect though. There might be better places, but that's definitely up there. Aldurin has winery, and that's cool. That's true. They be kicking it on Aldurin. Trying to think of where else. Nope, we're keeping that spade. Then I'm gonna jog down to the next place. While we're in Artie, I'm gonna pickpocket until my health is low. I want to see if I can pick up some strawberry seeds real quick. Although maybe I should just finish the farm run. So that we can do farm runs on the hour while we're pickpocketing. Quite literal farm runs, too. We are running for them. I think I tossed the one snapegrass seed that's the odd one out. It just is going to be one inventory spot, and I don't need that. Horrorlander. Do I have that in the... I do have it in the looting bag, so we can afford to just... Snakegrass seeds are 13k each? Sheesh. Okay, what do I go for now? If I go for Toadflax, then I can clear up another inventory slot by the time we are done with the farm run. So we're going to do that. Okay. Where else does Veil... The place that has Veil Totems is probably not that high on the tier list, I don't think. But it's definitely not bad. It's probably like a solid B tier. Can't remember what it's called. I saw you've been playing WoW too. What do you like between that and what do you like between that and RuneScape? What do you mean between that? What do you like between that and RuneScape? Yeah, I've been very casually playing WoW. That's just kind of like a turn my brain off game when I can't be on the treadmill. Because when I'm playing RuneScape now, I kind of just want to be on the treadmill. We're going to Civitas. Parts of each you like. Okay. This is gonna be a heated discussion because I think WoW is so good and so I get so frustrated with WoW at the same time. I think WoW's like at a high level, right? Like when you get to the end game, like it's a cozy leveling game. And there's parts of that that's nice. It's nice to have a game sometimes that you can just shut your brain off and chill with buddies and do whatever. And the leveling in WoW definitely has that. And then like you can get to the end game where you do have to focus and coordinate as a team, and that's really cool. The team aspect of WoW is what makes it like cool. The big raids. I've never done a ton of them. I've done little bits of them. But that was cool. That was definitely a cool aspect of it. Now, the problems I have with WoW are that it's a seasonal game, and it uses FOMO to keep you engaged. Like, very heavily. And I don't like that. So, I've been playing Classic as opposed to Retail because I'm playing with a buddy, and he mentioned he didn't have a game to play with friends, and I was like, oh, well, I'll resub and I'll play with you. Like, whatever, right? And then, so we've been, like, chilling in Discord chat and talking. So that was kind of the reason for the resubscription. But if you play Classic... Another missing emote. Shake my head. Oh, and I don't have cinema either. I don't have drama and I don't have cinema. I'm sending you a message on Discord so I remember to add those tonight. Okay, 1 second. Okay, add drama and cinema. Got it. Okay. Yeah, so if you play Classic WoW, they have a very fast-paced release schedule for content. Faster paced than I would enjoy. I like to play Cat Jam. Yes. I can add Cat Jam. Okay, so they have a pretty fast release schedule. Faster than I would like. I like to play a game for a little bit for the most part and take a break. RuneScape's kind of a weird exception. I feel like there's always progress to be made, and that kind of keeps me going. But Classic WoW releases a new expansion every year, which is twice as fast as it normally released. So if you're someone who's playing for the first time and you don't like just want to play WoW, it's pretty fast for like it's too fast for me. Because I feel like if I take a break
and I come back to WoW, the next expansion is like already releasing, and I have to do the whole leveling thing again. The other thing with that goes along with that is that happened to me with WoW. Sorry, 1 second. I'm reading Shifty's comments. Proof would be amazing, probably too rich to actually live in. I'd be having to work 3 jobs to rent. With WoW, as I got older, hard for all the boys to dedicate time. Yep, 100%. In our 30s with families. That's why I like OSRS, because it's less of a time restriction. Yeah, RuneScape is such a like, this is gonna sound weird, but it is a casual MMO, and WoW is not a casual MMO. Like, an hour to raid, no biggie. If someone's kid throws up randomly, not as big a deal. As a deal to stop and straight carry. Yeah, with WoW, you can't have like one person just carry the raid. You can kind of just like, you need the whole thing. So if one person leaves, it kind of sucks. But anyway, what happened was I was playing through Cataclysm, I think. No, Wrath of the Lich King. Playing through Wrath of the Lich King. Enjoying Wrath of the Lich King. One person out of 40 AFK can be huge. Yeah. Just playing through Wrath of the Lich King. And I took a break. And I came back right as Cataclysm was launching, I think. Or maybe it was, yeah, right as Cataclysm had launched. So I got to max level on Wrath. I did a little bit of like raiding and stuff, and then came back and I was like, all right, I'm ready to do some more raids. Like, I got to max early on in Wrath, so I didn't get to do like all the content in Wrath of the Lich King. Cataclysm comes out, and when it comes out, I had a problem processing it, and I was like, why is this happening? Like, I don't get it. But it was really, really hard to level up. Like, as soon as I start in the new areas that are released, where you're supposed to go to level up, I was having a really hard time. Like, random mobs were just killing me. And I'm like, what's going on? Like, why is this so, it just feels bad. This just doesn't feel good. And I was talking with my buddy, and he's like, oh yeah, like, you're coming in at the, like, they expect you to have played Wrath and have raid gear from Wrath. Like, end game raid gear from Wrath of the Lich King. And you don't have that. So of course you're going to get your teeth kicked in. And I was like, oh, like, that makes sense, but it feels so bad. It feels so bad to just like go from being able to raid to having a crab kick your teeth in. Like, it just doesn't make sense. That's a really big feel bad moment for me with WoW. The other thing, like, and it has that perpetual treadmill of, it's a seasonal game, kind of like Destiny or those other ones, where your gear can be best in slot. It took you way long to get. And then you come back 3 months and it's not even good anymore. WoW penalizes you if you take a break, for sure. Yeah. So I had like good gear at the time, an expansion released, and now my gear's awful and I can't do anything. And that feels bad. RuneScape does not have that. RuneScape is much grindier, but because your progress isn't deleted, it kind of works if you're in for it, and if you're in for the long haul. I do wish that the group content in RuneScape was a little bit better. That being said, though, I've never done TOB, and I've heard that that's where it's at. So, oh, I can't climb those. I'm gonna have to go through the, what level is this agility shortcut? 73? Dang. That's unfortunate. I don't remember how to get to the top. Have you done TOA? Yes. I've done TOA, and I like TOA. And I enjoy doing TOA with buddies. But like, there's not as big of a... there's not as big of a like variety. Like WoW does, because it's focused on that and the treadmill of churning out content, it can have the variety, and so that does feel cool. Wow, RuneScape isn't designed the same, so it just doesn't, like, there's not the same variety. Which that is like the biggest con for RuneScape in my opinion, but like there's not as much group content as in WoW. And yeah, you can do a bunch of stuff in like cheap gear in RuneScape, and your gear never gets bad. It never gets worse. New stuff that comes out gets better. How do I get to the freaking top of this? Let me go outside and track the map link. I might just not do Troll Stronghold. There's a ladder right there. Where does this take me? Okay, that takes me... Map link. Where is that? What? I don't understand. Where does this take me? There's a ladder there? Okay. I missed that. It's right here. Yep, cool. That's not bad. Okay. Yeah, so WoW has a larger variety of group content, which is cool. As Shifty said in YouTube chat, you can do a lot of RuneScape stuff in cheap gear, and it never gets old, or it never gets bad, it never gets worse. You can have content like who was it? Someone in chat, Thrilla Whale was he's got a sick setup, and all the gear that he has is from 2007. Bandos is from 2007. It's a set of armor, and it's still really good. And that just that doesn't happen in WoW. Your gear gets worse. So that's my biggest gripe with it, is you have to... Yeah, 95% of your setup. Yeah, I think Fang was like the only thing, right? But yeah, so WoW is a great game with a design philosophy that I don't like. So, but so WoW is fun because your friends are playing it. Yes. WoW, I feel like, is a game that you could play with friends and enjoy. RuneScape is an MMO that, for the most part, you can play solo. But you can... And the group play, for the most part, is optional. It's definitely a longer haul game. Definitely grindier. But that being said, a lot of your stuff you can just kind of slap on the second monitor and forget about. I think they're just as technical. RuneScape might be a little more technical on a personal skill level. WoW is definitely a group skill. Like, if your group is good, then you're good at WoW. But one single person can't carry in WoW, whereas in RuneScape, your skill shows more. Your personal skill, because it's just you that matters. The classes is also something that I think, like, WoW, you can't... We're gonna go to Lumbridge, buy a... Sorry, and then teleport to Mauritania. But one person in RuneScape can carry, one person in WoW can't. So your skill shows a lot more in RuneScape, I feel like. If WoW had a player voting system and not 15 different versions, I think it would keep up more. It's just too much. Yeah. I feel like the other thing I had problem with WoW was, like, I tried to play, I think it was retail or something. No, it wasn't even retail. It was like Cataclysm. And there's like 50 freaking different system or like currency systems. And RuneScape has them, but they're all kind of self-contained and really self-explanatory. WoW's were not. You earn a currency from doing dungeons, and then you travel to your capital city and talk to some random dude, but to spend them. But like you talk to a different person based on which dungeon or raid you did. It's like really confused. That was something I never understood. The other thing, I think MMO PvP is better in WoW to an extent because you have to grind at the PvP to get the gear that is good for PvP, which I think is like a bad game design. Like it feels bad to go into PvP knowing that you're going to get your teeth kicked in for 50 hours before you can get the gear to stop you from getting your teeth kicked in. Even if you're mechanically better than the other person, they just have a gear advantage. And that feels bad. And that's true too in RuneScape PvP, but not. I was watching a Reddit post today where someone with a Berserker set PK'd someone in full Torva, which is pretty impressive. Like he 10x'd his bank value. That's pretty good. So again, like the personal skill shows a little bit more. That being said, like MMOs, Guild Wars 2, I think does a great job at PvP because you can jump into PvP at level 20 and it levels everyone. PvP is like a separate character type deal, kind of, but not really. When you enter PvP, it puts you at max level. It lets you choose your gear. It lets you choose your, like, yeah, it lets you choose your gear and your setup, your loadout. And everyone's on the same playing field, which is cool. And you still get rewards for doing PvP. So that's cool. I like that. Okay, we need to go to Varrock, put some stuff in the looting bag, then we're going to go pickpocketing. It's my understanding that the best PKers in OSRS can beat way over-geared mid-tier PKers. Yeah, 100%. If you goof up, if you goof up a little bit, you can lose everything. That's another thing that I think is cool and unique. There's not a lot of full loot MMOs anymore. EVE Online is one. Albion Online is one. RuneScape is kind of one because you have like protection and whatnot. But that like level of risk is the reason why game extraction shooters feel so nice. I think like that's the draw for me to extraction shooters. Being sorry for okay, yes. Sorry, I looked away from chat for a bit from what Shifty was saying. Being forced onto one server sucks. I was doing that last night. And I just ended up logging off. There was like 15 people in the area I was in, and they were all killing the same mobs, and so I just kind of had to wait. And I was like, this sucks. I'm just gonna hop off. And in RuneScape, that just doesn't happen. You can just hop servers. Like, having free control of what server you're on. Like, yes, please, sign me up. Why would that not be, like... I don't know. I just think that's so nice. And I don't feel like it would be that hard to implement on the back end with code. But... whatever. It also makes the economy in the game much more coherent. WoW servers will have different economies based on what server you're on. Different things will be worth different prices. So you can't really like compare. You kind of can, but more servers cost more. Yes, but even WoW has different servers. They're called layers, and you can't interact with them except for when... And Guild Wars 2 does the same thing. So they have one server, and then in that server they have a whole bunch of layers. And they're kind of invisible to you. But it's a way of splitting out the server to share the load of the server. So even WoW has different worlds inside a server, and you just can't interact with them. It's just like, why are we doing this if I can't interact with it? Agree with the economy argument. Didn't even think of that. Cool, the GE goes through all that. Yeah, having having one centralized economy, I feel like is pretty good for the game. There was one server I was on in Classic WoW a couple years ago that was just like really janky. Because it had a really big problem with bots. And it was Classic WoW, so I guess Blizzard just didn't really care. But everything was just like, it was weird what things costed different prices. It's just weird. But yeah, WoW is a great game with a design and a great game, great setting, weird design philosophy. Jaber, what's up? We are doing okay. We just got done with our farm run, although it was more of a farm walk because we were talking while we were doing it. WoW had a big imbalance on some servers between Horde and Alliance too. Yes, because Alliance is better at PvP because of the human racial ability, which is funny. Like, yeah, just kind of funny, the things that happen, I guess. And then they started forcing it, and so sometimes you just like can't play the faction that you want on the server that you want, which also feels kind of bad. But you know, whatever. It's a great game with, in my opinion, questionable design philosophies. It is an MMO though, so it's a big time sink. So, but I again think MMOs are just like they draw a certain Tylenol munching crowd, myself included. Or I guess their parents were Tylenol munchers, but you know what I'm talking about. Okay, we're gonna get some strawberry seeds tonight. And hopefully the poison ivy seed. That would be baller. I might end up dropping these runes. Just to clear out the inventory space. I can buy more right here in Port Sarim. Right behind me. How are you doing, Jaber? Sweaty. Not really. Like, yes and no tonight. I don't know. I feel tired. I don't think I've gotten enough sleep this week. So I haven't quite bounced back as quick as I should from the run on Tuesday. Hydrated. Definitely hydrated. But, yeah. Haven't got enough sleep this week. So, hoping I can sleep in a little bit tomorrow. Work from home day tomorrow, so don't have to drive into the office. Don't have to wake up early. Oh, I should have gone to the farming. I want seeds before we go to the farming guild. I want strawberry seeds before we go there. Kind of chilling, lazily doing Blue Moon. Got the Hydro homies in chat. Thanks, Shifty. Thrilla's definitely one. He's reminded me. Gotta stay hydrated. Lazily doing Blue Moon. You know, that's a vibe. That guy's Chad. MF Fury. Run around in full dragon with a god sword. Man, that gets me nostalgic for sure. That was a setup yeah, what a G. I was definitely jealous of him as a kid. I got to Granite. No, I got to Dragon, but did never own it as a kid. I didn't have membership for long enough. Definitely did not have it for long enough, but you know. Godsword is the coolest looking weapon in the game. They're so sick. The animation that they do with the cape, so sick. That was the coolest part, I think. It makes your cape do the little like flowy thing. That's actually another thing about WoW. So WoW slowly devolved. Like in classic WoW, there was gear that looked distinct and held prestige. games back in the day did that. Like Halo helmets and Halo armor, you had to be good at the game to get them. And RuneScape does that. You can get the Inferno Cape and you know you're a gamer. And you get the Inferno Cape, right? The Zuck helm, the quiver, all those things mean you're good at the game. You've done something hard and you got a cool, like very distinct reward, and people see it and they know what it is, and it's like, oh, cool, that guy knows his stuff, right? Or he bought it, whatever. But I guess you can also, I guess, buy them if you're, but but WoW kind of did away with that and went for transmogs, where you can like change what your gear looks like. Flaming helmet in Halo's so bad, and Hayabusa armor. I never played Halo growing up. I'm playing through it currently. Well, I got through Halo 3 with my wife a couple months ago. We took a break from Halo, but we're gonna go back and play ODST, I think, next. But it's been really fun to play through Halo for the first time. It's cool. I'm kind of sad I didn't have it growing up. Because multiplayer Halo seems like it would have gone hard. Halo 3 was pinnacle for me. I've heard that. I've heard Halo 3 was just like amazing. But yeah, WoW doesn't have distinct. WoW Classic had it. You had specific items in WoW Classic that you saw it, you knew what it was, and you knew it was like they worked hard to get that item. But the newer WoW, you can just change whatever you want to look like whatever you want, but only kind of. It's incredible to me more games don't try to replicate OSR's achievement cosmetic loop. I guess paid skins kind of killed it. Yeah, paid skins did. And I was watching a video that talked about that. ODST has the best story. That's good to know, and I'm looking forward to it more now. Yeah? What? What? It's true? Okay. My wife agrees with the ODST being the best story. Yeah, going back to what you were saying, Jaybert, the cosmetic achievements. Someone was talking about the subscription fee bumping up in RuneScape, and they were kind of stepping through why RuneScape's subscription fees have crept up when WoW's didn't. Because someone pointed out, oh, well, WoW's had the same subscription fee for X amount of years. Why does RuneScape have to raise theirs? And the answer was, WoW has 7 different ways of 7 different monetization things. You can buy like WoW tokens, right? Which is like bonds. I guess RuneScape has 2. It has bonds and membership, but like bonds are kind of just membership or gold, I guess. But WoW has WoW tokens. They have subscriptions. They have mounts. They have skins, and some other ones that I don't know. But because WoW has all those boosts, right? I guess they have boosts. That's 6. They can kind of get away. Flippa. I don't really want to do Flippa right now. Sorry, Flippa. They can get away with keeping their subscription fee at $15 because they're getting money from other places. So, oh, I need to go get my rogue outfit. We're gonna go get that because I just realized I only have 1 strawberry seed. I don't want to just get another strawberry seed drop. We're gonna have to put some weight on, but that's okay. People buy gold on WoW all the time anyway. Yeah, they do. I have a friend that's like huge into WoW. Not the one I'm playing with, ironically. Like, not the one I resubbed to play with, but a different friend. And he definitely bought gold, and I was like, wait, aren't you gonna like get banned for that? And he just kind of laughed at me, and I was like, what? Like, why is that? But wait, why am I at 8 kilos? Oh, because I have the armor in my inventory. I'll go down to 5 once I deposit all this. Okay. I do need to stop the treadmill and go to the bathroom real quick, but I will be right back. Alrighty, we back. We back. I do need to put some weight on. I got weight from the Rogues outfit, and I need to toss that on. So we're up to 5 kilos. That's what I had on last night. So we're just gonna already in the backpack. I guess I'm up to 9 now. I added some more because I was doing clue scrolls in the Rogues outfit before I swapped it out. Okay, treadmill started. Let's go back to pickpocketing. Okay. But yeah, buying WoW on gold seemed like a lot more trivial than it did on RuneScape. Halo Reach Story is my second favorite when you beat ODST. Yeah, we're playing through in release order. So that's next, right? And then Halo 4 after that. So we have all of them. So it's been fun to play through. We took a little bit of a break and bought something else. Throw the whale, right? I think it's way more mainstream in WoW. I think that was like the vibe I got. But also, I don't know how many people buy gold in RuneScape. I think that that's probably still more common than I think it is. I've never looked into it. I guess there was one person, I was watching their stream, and they bought gold on stream. They even put their credit card in on stream. He only had like 2 viewers. I was one. There was his buddy was the other. But someone in clan got Inferno Cape first try and was banned shortly thereafter. Yeah. Forestry World. Forestry main? That's funny. Yeah, I don't know how common it is, but I did see this guy buy gold on stream. I may or may not have reported him. I definitely did. But yeah, he like didn't hide his credit card info. And yeah, buying on stream is crazy. It was like not a small amount of gold either. So I did get to see it once where he hopped. He was the person like messaged him on whatever platform, whatever website, and was like, "Meet me this world, Varrock East Bank 2nd floor." And he logged in for like 30 seconds. That was like it. He logged in, traded the man, and logged back off. Bedtime, peace out. Thanks for stopping by, Shifty. Have a good one. So that was like interesting to see, but I've only seen it once. So kind of I don't know how I feel about it. I think I feel less bad about it now. He got banned? No, he did not get banned. Did not get banned. Oh, I need the snake grass seeds. I want to keep those. Did not get banned. So you know, whatever. But I used to think it was bad, and I think I don't. It's never something I would do still, but I do think like if that's how they choose to spend their money, especially if they're buying gold to spend on bonds, I think my opinion shifted on that because I realized like if you're buying gold to buy bonds, you're buying cheaper membership, right? Like you're not paying for membership. But the problem like with that line of thinking is that someone still has to buy the bond to sell you. So RuneScape is still making their membership money even if you're buying gold from other people and then using it to buy bonds. Someone has to buy that bond. It doesn't just drop in the game. So I think it's a interesting way that Jagex can still cash in on bought gold. Like it doesn't hurt RuneScape as much as I thought it did. This is coming from like an iron perspective, so I don't know what it does to the economy. No idea. But as far as like bonds, but why not just buy the bonds? I don't know. It's cheaper to buy the gold and then buy bonds with that gold. But someone is buying the bond to sell you. So, yeah, I don't know. Personally, I would like to directly support Jagex, so I would just buy the bond. But I'm just paying for membership, so it's like I don't need to buy the bond. I'm buying the membership, so. Yeah, kind of interesting. But again, I don't know what bots do to the members' economy. That would be interesting to see. I guess fresh start worlds probably have no, there even those aren't probably are not accurate to what the economy would be like without bots. I'm trying to figure out what it would be like without bots. Oh, we got our strawberry seeds. Let's go plant those. Cool. I'm going to plant one snape grass. Do I have watermelons planted there? I can't remember. I'll plant one thing of snape grass, one thing of strawberries while we're there, and then that will clean out one inventory spot. Remember to stay hydrated, gamers. Because I definitely need to. Yeah, I think I've kind of... I used to be aggressively, like, buying gold is bad. And I think it was a little too much. I've kind of realized now that sometimes, like, if that's how people want to spend their time, if that's how they want to interact with RuneScape, sorry, one second. Mount Carloom, CIR. If they're still playing RuneScape at the end of the day, they're still enjoying the game that I enjoy. They're just enjoying it differently. And so I've kind of eased back on that. I don't know if it's worth the risk. Bonds are more expensive, but it's legal. I agree. Like I would never do that. But yeah, I don't know. I just don't know that I'm as like aggressively like buying gold is bad. It's just like if that's how you want to enjoy the game, go for it. That's just not how I enjoy the game. I think buying services does devalue. Yes, buying services I think are different than buying gold. It also just takes away your like you could have done that. You could have gone and got the thing. You just didn't. Like why? That's like you're paying someone to play the game for you. And that one doesn't make sense in my brain. But yeah, I think buying services is I agree with with you, Thrilla. I think it is very different from buying gold. I do miss old staking streams when it was generally allowed. That was pretty crazy to be in the game. You know, I wasn't around for that, Jaber. And I've seen like videos of it, but like that's different than actually being around and watching it. I don't want to toss that seed. And I'm sure it was probably crazy. Oh, I am at 9 kilos. So I need to like store the rake and the spade, I think, before I ultra compost. Okay, now I can take out this stuff and kind of repeat the progress. That's the reason I'll never really understand boosting in other games. Paying other people to play the game for you just feels stinky. I agree, Cole. Also, how are you doing? And welcome in. I had a buddy kill a whale who, that's really funny, who lost tons of real money from buying gold and staking. That blows my mind. Like that people actually did that. Like I get it, but that's crazy. That blows my mind. Okay, we have our farming contract planted. Let's go back to Draenor. Like thousands. Yeah, wasn't I watched a video on Odablock and he was wasn't he like in crazy debt real life? There are clips of guys losing like $10,000 USD in one death. That's insane. And it's like random luck. That's insane. I think you can make the argument that OSRS doesn't exist without that community no lifing the game on private servers for a decade post EOC. Was it a decade? I know it was a long time. I do think I agree with you. There was that private server that got shut down, and the same thing happened with WoW, right? Like I think you're very right, because it's a pattern that happened with Classic WoW as well. They shut down the private server Nostalrius, and then shortly after announced that Classic WoW was coming back. So he had a legit gambling problem in the Sand Casino. Yeah, thousands of dollars in the Sand Casino? That's crazy. Yeah, maybe I am glad I didn't play back then. I don't think I would have ever done that, but yeah. I mean, there's still ways people gamble, right? There's gotta be. Sports betting is like, still like that's a big thing now. My coworker today told me that he'd done some sports betting, and I was like, what? What? All right. Poly Market. How many miles Johnny runs this month? Flower gambling? No, I don't remember flower gambling. I feel like I've heard it, but I can't remember what it is. Yeah, Poly Market is definitely also just gambling. We were talking at work about this, and apparently there was someone who bet that a specific temperature threshold would be met in a specific spot, and then took a hair dryer and put it on the only sensor in that area for temperature. Flower seeds used to be one of the only things in game that had RNG since the color was randomized. Interesting. That is interesting. So people would gamble with the amount of poison ivy seeds. Poison ivy seeds. We got them. We got them. Hey, we got them. We're done. Let's go. We got my poison ivy seeds. Yeah. What was I saying? Oh, the amount of like creativity people can do to find ways to gamble in RuneScape always amazes me. Okay, poison ivy seeds I might not be able to plant yet, which is kind of tragic. Level 70 farming. Yeah, okay. So I can't do that yet. Oops. Not what I meant to do. Okay, so Harlanders are easy to get. I'm probably going to get 1.5 billion of them on my way to the amount of herbs. I might toss these. Terramins are kind of the same way. I don't really need those. But Renars, 1 Avanto seed though. I'm going to keep these out because we'll plant those on our next farm run. We'll plant the Renar and the Avantos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 patches. We have 7 patches. So maybe we actually do the Avanto and the Quarm and then start on the Renar. Is that 6? Yeah, okay. So this is what our inventory will be like for the next little bit. I need to find something to do with a semi-full inventory of seeds. 1 second. Let me stop the treadmill and think this through. Would people just run away with the money? That's a good point. Like, I don't know how they did it. We could go get 59 Hunter. I don't know what else I need to do. There's actually, like, not that many things left. So I need 70 farming, which we could do at Tithe Farm, I guess. 59 Hunter. We're close. Maybe we just knock out the 59 Hunter. The crafting, but I'm going to do that tomorrow with gems. Usually hosted by a third party. Nice. Did they take a cut? Do you know? It'd be interesting to see if they did that. I'm sure they did, but... I guess they could keep the winnings, right? I don't know how that worked. Okay. Yeah, I think right now... Tomorrow I can make the Ring of Wealth. And then I can AFK Gorax for the Dragon Left Haft. So right now I think we go do Hunter. We're going to be doing farm runs soon though. At 6:15 minutes from now. So we have a little bit of time, but let's go to the house, drop off our rogue's outfit. We'll go do some Hunter, and then we'll do the herb run when we can. Store everything. Cool. There it is. Please? Oh, I have to put my cape in. Okay, let's go to Hunter, which we need to stop by Artie for. I'm gonna get the cape, because we need the cape. I feel like I drop this every day, but it's so useful. So. I do need to remember before I log off tonight, I need to draw or to death pile to get the gems out of my inventory. Like a bot. That would be my guess. They used to have them still at like GE. There's still people who advertise gambling at the GE. So I don't know how they do it now either, but I do know there's bots at the GE that do it. Like a bot who doubles your money. Ready. We got our cape. Maybe I was looking at our the Lumbridge medium diary because that would give me a ring I could use to teleport to the farming patch, which would be really nice. You wouldn't believe it, but people don't win with those gambling bots. A surprise! What? Crazy. I think they all use third-party platforms now. Killing Duel Arena killed it in-game. Yeah. Yeah. That would make sense. But it was a problem. Like Thrilla said, there was I mean, like, I guess it just depends on your opinion of gambling. People will find a way to do it in RuneScape or not. But yeah, there were people who did lose thousands of dollars at Sand Casino. Okay, we're going to Piscatorius. Glad that I was never one of them. I didn't ever stake. Do I need my... I think I can keep my gloves equipped. Oh, I can also take my backpack off. I don't need this anymore. I think I'm also one day away from being able to do 72 crafting just with gems. Let me run the... refresh my... Let's open the looting bag. And then I can use my banked XP calculator. Refresh that calculator. And then exclude glass. If I could get there without using my glass, that would be baller. Can you find / create an emote for the Dora Explorer backpack? Yeah, I could do that. Looks like there's a PNG for it. I don't know how well it will translate over to Twitch directly, but I could do that. What's the hydration emote? You know, I need one of those too. Raptor, I'm hijacking our Discord chat again. Backpack emote and hydration emote. How many emote slots do you have open? Not that many, but honestly, some of the ones I have can go. I don't even remember what I have. I have Get Groiled, which is like fine. I have the Mind Goblin, which is just kind of funny. I don't know that it's super great, but I'll go through and check tonight. I don't think I have that many left open, but I can definitely like... Oh, I didn't get the... I do need my gloves unequipped. I can go through and mess around with them because I do think that there are some that are better than others. I think hydration, backpack, and the run emote are probably necessary, right? Like those would probably take priority over things like get groiled, which is funny, but like a super deep cut for 2 people who were on the stream. So yeah, I'll go through and check out what we have. Did you see the sub badges? I think I want to tweak those a little bit too, and change the colors so that they're a little easier to see. Because they're so small that like I need to make the colors brighter to let them have meaning. Because the armor that they're wearing is different, but because they're so small, I need to bump that contrast up. So I think they look great, but the colors could use some adjusting. Trying to think of what else I could. I think that the priority after that is just working on the Twitch plugin to speed up the treadmill once I get it. When people donate a sub. That's probably the next thing. Well, actually, I have some stuff planned for mile 800.85 that I need to get done, and then we'll work on the Twitch plugin. But that is definitely going to come before we start doing hard content, because we have not done that yet on this account. There's not been any hard content done. Not on this account. On the other one, sure, but mile 800 what? Mile 800.85. The boobs mile. Mile 800.85, because in lead speak it's boobs. So we're gonna have a little celebration for that. Yeah, it'll be funny. It's just gonna be like a little dumb. Yeah, it's big milestone for sure. We're gonna do an interesting stream, but it'll be just like a goofy dumb bit just for the stream. Maybe it'll be a little bit cringy, but you know, we're here for it. It'll be funny. 800, yeah, boobs theme stream for real. That's what it's gonna be. Ides of milk. You know, I did that quest. Were you here for that? I did that quest for the first time the other day, and it was. I can't believe Jagex developers put that in the game. That quest is definitely got some adult themes in it. It's funny. It's really funny. LOL, it is out there. Yeah, it's out there. Like I say I can't believe that Jagex devs put it in the game, but like I can. There's a lot of stuff like that like Jagex doesn't take the game, like they take the game seriously, but they don't take quest dialogue seriously. They know that they're very self-aware with the quest dialogue that they make. So very nice. Oh. Yeah, it's 30% of the quests are getting someone drunk. 100%. I was saying that the other day. The life lessons I learned from Jagex as a kid were if you want someone to do something for you, get them blasted, get them absolutely hammered, and then ask them to do it for you. And it will work out 9 times out of 10. Have I used that in real life? Yeah, I made them on good old MS Paint. Like I said, I think I need to bump the contrast up, but kind of true though IRL. Yeah, definitely questionable morally, but yeah, haven't used that lesson in real life, like I said, but but a funny one nonetheless. Yeah, pretty funny. Yeah, I spent the other day. Did you notice in the Twitch chat window they don't show the pink treadmill? Interesting. I did not. So, well, like I kind of did. Um, so the smallest badge is 18 pixels by 18 pixels, and I don't think it's big enough to really see the treadmill in. Although I may be wrong. I might try uh, another another go at making an 18 pixel 18 by 18 size badge with the treadmill in it, and then ask you guys what you think of it, because I felt like it was too small to really tell what it was um in the smallest badge, but the 32 and the 70, sorry, 36 and 72 um pixel ones, I felt like you could tell. So maybe I'll try another one more go at it to see if I can get it to look good with the smallest badge. But I think I could get it to work. I think I could get it to work. So I'll try that. I think the treadmill looks better. It's really cool. Um, Definitely makes it a little more unique and thematic for the stream. But um, yeah, there's a lot of stuff I want to be doing for the stream. But the thing I want to do the most is stream consistently. So if stuff like that takes a little bit, like getting emotes in or tweaking the sub badges, unfortunately that's just how it goes. But slow incremental progress, right? It adds up over time. So I'll do a little bit when I can every so often and call it good there. After all, this is not my day job. So we're doing this for fun. And to be kind of crazy with the RuneScape account. But got some mariachi music. This song is not Cat Jam. I'll skip it. Not doing a lot really to be worrying too much about emotes. That's true. What are we listening to? Uh Statsby was in the chat and he was asking about uh like Spanish music, and I have a whole playlist of unsorted. It's like unsorted. So I've been meaning to go through and sort my Latino my Latino music, but I just haven't done it. Because there's just like a conglomeration of songs from when I lived in Peru, and I just didn't sort them out. I just checked them all in one playlist. Let's put on some chill stuff while we're winding down the night. Just do some chill step. Actually, yes, maybe. Just toss on my mellow playlist. I don't know if you guys saw, Spotify released like an all-time stats. You can go see your most played song of all time. And mine is Delicate Steve, I Can Fly Away. Which is interesting. But because like I didn't discover that song until just a little bit ago. That being said though, I did have my Spotify account like hacked or something. I don't remember what exactly happened. But the one I'm on now is relatively new. I had to like recreate all my playlists, and it sucked really bad. Losing all your playlists sucks. So, and I like contacted Spotify support, and it just didn't work out. It was kind of a nightmare to get worked out, because it like my email was still attached to the account, but I don't even know that it was hacked. It was just some weird thing where the email was attached to the account, but the account was like corrupt or something. I don't know. I couldn't get into the account. I couldn't reset the password, couldn't get into the account. So then I ended up having like 2 accounts attached to one email, and that made it even messier. Music was too goated, apparently. I don't know what happened, but I'm skipping this song. It was hacked. It was hacked, guy. I didn't listen to all this uwu music. That's funny. Yeah, that wasn't me. That wasn't me, I promise. I've managed to get like one of the playlists off of there somehow. And it's still just chilling, but um yeah, I don't remember what happened. It was just a bad situation. It sucked because like I lost so much stuff. But no, guilty pleasure music Raptor, that's why they have the activity thing where you can just like toggle on a private session. So, wasn't that. I can listen to my uwu music in a private Spotify session. They have incognito mode in Spotify. I can listen to T-Swizzle without being self-conscious. Although, saying that in the year of our Lord 2026 is different than when I was back in high school listening to Taylor Swift. It's definitely not as you don't get as many side eyes. People are like, "Oh yeah, Taylor Swift, cool." Back then, though, things were different back then. Gotta hide that T-Swizzle from the boys. Give you the side eye. Remember to stay hydrated, homies. The T-Swizzler. T-W Sift emote win. T-Swift emote? We talked about it though. T-Swizzle. I only have so many emote spaces. And I do think like a hydrate. What do we do for hydrate emote? Do we do like a water rune in a water bottle, I guess? I don't know. I don't know what I do for that. Maybe is what does the humidify spell look like? Maybe that's the sweaty gamer spell, humidify. Yeah, water rune, water bottle I like. The humidify we can just like spam for being a sweaty gamer moment, right? But being drank by a whale in an ocean. A cleric cast and create water. But like it's got to be RuneScape though, right? I don't know what I do for with rain. That's a lot of water. And Temporos. Temporos is actually not a bad idea. We could do something with Temporos for the emote. We're almost at 59 Hunter. Then we're going to do one true farm run. We're going to run for that. And then I'll call the stream there for the night. But yeah. Got some good progress on the account. We got that poison ivy seed, which is big. So that song was called Salt Lake Seagull. I found it today, and it is kind of a jam. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff I want to do for the stream. The emotes I think will be can be up there. It won't take that long to do the emotes. I just need to sit down and do it. So just need to find the time. Why did I get 5 XP for burying those bones? Isn't it always 4? I thought it was always 4. That's weird. I'm hacking. I thought it was always 4. Is it 4.5? It's 4.5. I just... Okay. Just always saw it as 4, I guess. Kind of funny that I always thought it was 4. But yeah, as far as water, like, hydrate emote, I don't know what to do. Let me take a look at the spells. List of spells. There's got to be a good emote in here, right? Maybe like a ice barrage, but recolor it. That would be cool. Just recolor ice barrage blue. The little logo for ice barrage. Humidify is a good one. I think humidify is. It's like the rain cloud. Maybe we could do like a prayer pot. That's a good one, right? Prayer pot for hydration. It's blue. It makes me feel good. Prayer pots do the same thing. I think a prayer pot would be a good one. Gotta have like some text on there though, right? So that people like it's a hydrate time. Water bottle with and a RuneScape symbol like ice barrage, water rune, or humidify would be fun. That's true. Like if I could get like a plastic water bottle with like on the label has a symbol. I'm just worried about like how much I can fit into an emote. Emotes are so small. So might end up paying for a nice hydrate one, but maybe not. Maybe I can make a cool one. I feel like I did good with the sub badges. Or prayer pot with a water rune inside it. Yeah. Yeah, that could be. That could work. We're almost there. We got just a little bit of XP left. We got 1,000 XP left for the level up. It's 10 catches. That's not bad at all. Ooh, this song is a little bit of a bop. I enjoy it. I'm definitely going to be glad when I can move on from this hunter training method. It's definitely not my favorite. It's like chill, but not. Super click intensive. Salamanders, I think, is how I'm going to get to 70. Salamanders are just nice. Maybe I could do hunter rumors, I guess, but I wonder how much herb lore XP I have banked. Gonna check real quick. After when we start working for our... This song is on my Spotify playlist. Singular Spotify playlist. Did we hit that level? We did not. This is the last one, I think. Yeah, this song's a nice chill song. There we go. Now we can telly out and go on our farm run. Liked songs, gotcha. Okay, let's start the run. Go up to Artie. You got Mariachi Sweet Child of Mine on it, Cole? I'll send it to him and then he will. Alrighty. I was gonna check how much banked XP for herb lore we have. If we make paste out of everything. We only have 50k XP banked. It will get us to 328,000 XP, which is not even halfway. 63 is halfway. Can't say I do, but that sounds rad. So hopefully all these herbs that I will be banking will help with that, but we'll see how much we end up with when we're done here. Just slow the treadmill down while we're picking. Actually, should I? Should I be doing that? Maybe we just run the whole time. I think we just run the whole time. It is a farm run. It's not a farm walk. I'm gonna need more ultra compost tomorrow. We'll run it to Canalot now. Actually, we're gonna tell you there because we are low on run energy. I want to save that. Toad flax. I unfortunately want to save the toad flax. I don't want to turn that into paste if I can help it. Well, actually, never mind. Toad flax is disposable at this point. As much as it hurts me to not make brews with it, brews are a ways away, so I don't think I'm saving the toad flax. Maybe we do, maybe we don't. We'll see. Okay. On to the house. Where's my plugin for timers? There we go. Looks like Corin isn't actually done yet. I need to go to Fally. Corin will be done in 5 minutes. What's the goal today, Johnny? We got our poison ivy seed. So we're done with that. Our poison ivy seed is in the seed box. So we're getting rid of some seeds right now, clearing up the inventory. And then we can go back to Guardians of the Rift. So we're doing a farm run right now. Tragic, our herb died. But yeah, we got 59 hunter, so that's one other thing off the checklist. We got a ton of gems in our looting bag, like an absolute ton, 3,000 sapphires. So our crafting level is almost in the bag. I'm gonna spend tomorrow while I'm away from Treadmill cutting gems. What was the 62 thing in looting bag? 1 second, I'll pull it up. I'm gonna go to Trollheim first now, because we got a couple minutes to burn while we're on our way. As soon as I get to the patch, I will pull it up. Because if I check the looting bag, that's one thing I wish they fixed. If I check the looting bag, it I wonder if I could write a plugin for that so that Twitch chat can see my looting bag. But if I check it, it stops my activity. Whatever I'm doing, it just stops it. If I'm walking, I'll stop. If I'm picking an herb, I'll stop. Chopping a tree, stop. It's really annoying. Almost run out of run energy, unfortunately. Oh, he doesn't actually smack me? But yeah, we got 59 hunter. So that's one more thing off the checklist. Oops, wait, what did that? Oh, yeah, I need to wait. Okay, checking the looting bag. 62. Oh, these things? These are bales of flax. Oh, you know what? I could actually do that for crafting XP. Let's go to my banked calculator. Banked XP crafting. I would have to just drop them, which feels bad. But it would get me 65k away to 72. You can click a bale of flax and it has 25 flax in it. So the new strat for bowstrings is you can get a bowstring spool at Veil Totems, and you get the bales of flax there too. And a bowstring spool can hold up to 10,000 bowstrings. So you can unpack your bales of flax right at a spinning wheel and spin them all, and then put them right onto the bowstring spool. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Unfortunately, I don't have a bowstring spool, so I would just have to drop them. I can't store the bowstring spool, so it's not really worth grinding out. So I might as well just use the bowstrings. Maybe I'll AFK those next Friday when I'm at home. It's pretty AFK. Will be right back. I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick while these herbs grow, because we're like 2 minutes away. All right, we back, gamers. We are back. Okay, we can pick our herbs now. And I'm gonna start that treadmill up. And our run energy is back. When I started this account, I didn't ever think I would want stams. Now I'm actually starting to wonder if I do want stams. I think I probably do. I did not think that would be the case. I was like, staminas, I'm gonna get tired before I need to drink a stamina potion. Turning on the run. Taking a drink first real quick. Now our farm run can continue. But yeah, the bowstring spool would be really nice because it would let me like AFK Fletch full bows, but I don't know that it's really worth grinding out, unfortunately. I should be using my magic secateurs for this, right? Right? Why am I not doing that? I am a little bit of a silly brain. That's tragic, actually. Okay, while I'm at the farm run, I'm just going to finish it off. We only have Civitas Illifortis, and Mauritania left. We can plant some renards. I wonder if I make it a goal to do one herb run every day. Mouse precision while running would be a struggle for me. Welcome in, Squelch. It's definitely not as bad as I thought it would be, but it still is a little rough. Definitely hard. Things like chambers and TOA after a couple runs, can't keep doing them. So it does get rough for sure. But, you know, I forgot to compost my Corinth herb. So I'm going to go back for that after well, we'll just go back now. So I don't forget. So after farm run, we're going to death pile and get our gems out. Okay, Purdue, give me your ectofile. Last herb patch for the night. I forgot to plant in the farming guild. I guess we could stop there. No, I'm gonna call it there for tonight. I need to hop off soon anyway. So we'll go death pile. Next. Get some sweet renars. Yo, that's a lot. 11, at least 12 off one seed. I'll take it. Go away, vampire. There's all these kids books that I'm reading to my daughter for bedtime that remind me of my childhood. One of them being Go Away, Big Green Monster. Okay, we can go to death pile now. We're just gonna do that at Lumbridge Nettles. Then we can grab our gems, park by a bank with a chisel, so we can unnote them, and then we're good. And tomorrow, and well, whenever we do a classic, truly. Whenever we do Who Wet My Pants? That's funny. Piggy Pie is one that I read a lot growing up. Goodnight Moon. Dr. Seuss books. So many good ones. Did I hear Piggy Pie? Goodnight Goon. No, Goodnight Moon. Not Goodnight Goon. Piggy Pie is fire. Need my little sweat rag, because I'm a sweaty gamer right now. Yes, Goodnight Goon is the spin-off with ghouls and such. That's funny. Is it actually a thing? Okay. That's crazy. Really funny. But Okay, so when we death pile, we can grab everything in there. I'm going to take a screenshot of what's in there real quick so I don't, like, miss anything. I can also just get rid of my compost potions. I'm going to do that now that we're... Well, yeah, I want to. I don't want the wasted inventory spot, or looting bag spot. I can pull the Catentine seeds out, too, and put those in the seed box. Goodnight Loon is the Minnesota-specific spin-off. That's really good. Okay, here we go. Orange loot beam incoming. Let's go to Last Man Standing. Get ourselves a looting bag. I just dropped the lid to my water bottle. Sorry if that was loud. I am mad I don't have the spiked manacles, just so we can have them dogs out. But, you know. It is what it is. Swats. It is what it is. Where are them rats at? You can have them back anytime. Yeah. Yeah, I'll just take them back. I'll pick them up. For sure, for sure. That took me a minute to process what you were saying because I was like, it didn't click. It's like, what do you mean I can have them back? Oh, haha, funny. Give me a looting bag, you dumb rat. Meet Deep Wildy, bring bank. Ooh, I literally have... No, I don't. This account has... Actually, wait, yeah, I do. I have my whole bank with me. I was going to say everything I own, but I do have my whole bank. I'll read you Goodnight Goon by the Dark Knight's Fortress. Oh, that's tempting. There is the looting bag. Now we can TP home. You know, the animation stall, we got it in between tiles? No, we didn't. I thought we got it, like, all funky-like, but we did not. Okay, now we can go to pick up our looting bag. We'll run over there. Sorry, not looting bag, death pile. I want all the noted herbs. The arrows, shafts. I have some potions in there that are noted. The seaweed. Do I keep the seaweed in there or do I pull it out? We're going to be doing our crafting grind soon. I think it just depends on when I want to do the crafting grind. I think we do it after. Oh, I don't want coins. Please don't pick up the coins. Okay. Toad flax. Graceful. Take some runes. Grab them Renars. Rune pouch. Oh, I still have my secateurs. Whoopsie. Take all my graceful pieces. And slap those on. Irrit, Harlander. Grab the arrows. Quarm. The air runes. I'm getting coal. I'm grabbing coal and putting him in my looting bag. Are you still in chat, Cole? Get in my sack. I mean my looting bag. Iron ore. Super attacks. Death runes. Super restores. Prayer pots. Giant seaweed. Blood runes. Flax. Limpwort roots. I think that's everything. Everything else I want in my inventory. I'm being abducted. You are. Get in. We're going to Wildy. and I'll trim your armor. Collect my coal twin. Coal, C-O-A-L. Didn't tell you to Fally and then run up to Wildy. Okay, everything up there we want to put in the living bag. Don't PK me. If I get PK'd, I know it was one of you. Where do we cut the gems? Where's the best bank with a scenic view? This is kind of important. Top of Lumbridge Castle's always nice. Legends Guild's nice, but I don't have access to that. Is it Legends or Myths Guild? That one. Don't have access to that yet because it's up high. You can go see across the ocean. Some nice seaside view. But I don't know where the best view for a bank is. Mage Arena. Death piling doesn't really take that long, but boy oh boy is it annoying. Okay. Take our fat stack of coins. Cat and Tide seed and seed box. Those can go in the seed box. Oh, they can't. Oh, tragic. I thought we had enough. That just is an incentive to go do an herb run when I log back in. Small pouch, medium pouch, large pouch. Drama staff. I don't think I pick up the Artie cloak. Oh, I was like, where are my... I freaked out there. So I was looking at these the take options. And I'm like, where are my emeralds, rubies, and sapphires? I was freaking out. I realized it's because I have them like that. That's 1 mil in emeralds. Or diamonds. Jeez. Or emeralds. Holy cow. That's a lot. Okay, so here's actually an idea I have. Can people mess up death piling? Does that happen sometimes? No. All my death pile stuff is invisible. It stays invisible for 60 minutes. That's what this 51-minute timer underneath the death pile text is. It says 51 minutes left on the death pile. Once that expires, it just disappears. So unless I drop things, you can't get it from me. Or PK me, I guess, but nothing in the death pile, you can't get anything from a death pile. So one thing to consider is I'm gonna be dropping all of these gems, which feels bad, but maybe someone can get use out of it after I drop them. So I want to be at a bank that is populated. So I'm wondering if I just go to the Grand Exchange and let whoever's there pick up the gems after I drop them. Feels super bad to drop them, but like, feels really bad to drop them. But I don't want to have to move on the treadmill. I don't want to spend treadmill time doing crafting if I can avoid it, and I can. You're getting rid of all of them? I think so. I'm keeping the dragon stones and 1 diamond for an amulet of power. I'm going to keep the Dragonstones, but I mean, like, Sapphires and Rubies? Yeah, I think I do. It was a week of mining stars. So, I mean, like, I can just get them back. Man, playing a UIM does suck sometimes. Playing a treadmill restricted UIM sucks even more. Because if I didn't have the treadmill restriction, I could just, and the weight restriction, I could just make these into jewelry, and it would be double the crafting XP. But alas, we have the treadmill restriction, so we are not doing that. Gonna store my secateurs and get a chisel. Okay. But yeah, I'm going to be getting rid of all of them. So if anyone wants to chill and pick up all these gems that I'm going to be dropping, you're more than welcome to it. It's going to be like a fat chunk of cash. It's 1.3 mil in uncut emeralds. That's a lot. Granted, I'll grab them right before I log too. I'm going to be cutting them and then dropping them. So it's going to be like throughout the day tomorrow that I'm dropping them. It's not going to be all at once, unfortunately. But I mean, like tomorrow, I'm just going to be, while I'm AFK, AFT at work, away from Treadmill at work, I can just chill at this bank, unnote them. TBD. Yeah. I'll just let whoever's at GE pick them up. Because hopefully they can get a use out of them. Hopefully someone will want them. But yeah, for now, it's just need to cut them. It's going to take a while. 3,000 sapphires that I have to get through. Okay. This is it. Craft. I'll see you Saturday. I'm not going to be on tomorrow night. Saturday I will be on, and I will probably have 70 crafting. So, yeah. Thanks for tuning in the stream, everyone. I appreciate it a lot. Thanks for coming in, saying hi. You guys make it very enjoyable. So I'll see you later. Peace.